show you today how to create a Google site, and specifically a Google site with your 9 geography assessment in mind. So let's get started here. Go ahead and type in Google Sites into Google, and the first link that comes up will be the correct one. So go ahead and click on that. Now, you normally need a Gmail account or Google account to sign into Google Sites, but with your school ID, email, and password, that'll work fine as well. So just go ahead and type in your school ID in here and your password, your school email address and password rather, and it'll bring up this page right here. Now, when you get here, you want to create a new site for Google, and the new sites are better, and we'll take that route today. Now, in creating this particular website, you'll also have these Google Slides as well, and there'll be task 3 and task 4 to help you along. So we'll be looking at task 3 and task 4 today, and specifically with task 4, where it asks you to create a Google site for your own imaginary multinational corporation that you worked on in task 3. And within that Google site, you should have a home page, an About Us page, brands page, spatial distribution, issues, and solutions page. So I'll show you the process of how to create each one of those. Now, this is what comes up when you select to create your new Google site. And you want to go ahead here and put in the name of your company. So my hypothetical company is going to be called Chocolate. And over here where it says Untitled Site, you might want to put the name of your company over there as well. And then enter site name. Well, it's there as well. But I would say let's be a little bit more creative, because when it comes to assessments, the more creative, the more engaging you can be, generally the better results for your grades. So I'm going to write down Chocolate, which is a story of chocolate. So be as creative as you want here. Now, it's already selected this background image for chocolate, but I think we can probably make it better. So the first thing I'm going to do here is change the image of the background. So if you simply select anywhere in here and you go to change image, you can either upload an image or select an image externally. So I'm going to go ahead and search for an image. Now, Google Sites offers all these preloaded images you could put in there, but I might try and be a little bit more specific to chocolate. So I'll go search, and then I'm going to put in chocolate, and it'll search Google Images for some images of chocolate, and that looks delicious. I'll go ahead and select that and put it in there. And already you can see the beginnings of our web page is starting. Now, also coming to design, the insert box is things you can add to your web page. Pages we'll get to later, but themes allows you to change the style and design of the web page. So it's on simple right now, but you could choose Aristotle, Diplomat, Vision. There's plenty more to choose from. I personally like Diplomat, so I'll choose that one and come back over to the insert part. So the themes are done. Now I'm going back to insert, and I'm going to go ahead now and see what else we need. So a home page that includes a welcome message for people who visit your page. So a welcome message means we need to do some typing, which means we'll need a text box. But before we put a text box in, I think it looks better with a divider. So I'm going to click on divider, and it just pops the divider right in there. The next, a text box. Now in here, you will type whatever you want for your assignment. So I'm going to write, welcome to the chocolate webpage. This webpage will, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You'll go ahead, I'm not going to do the assignment for you, obviously. You'll go ahead and you write down there what you think is appropriate. Once you've done, just click outside of it and it'll save there. But yours will obviously be a lot more than 1.5 sentences long, so I'll go ahead and copy and paste this in to give you a look at what it might appear to be at the end of it. And you'll see that it's probably a little bit bland like that. So maybe you want to change the background image or change the background color. So over here, you go ahead and select the background, and you can choose emphasis 1 or emphasis 2, or even choose an image that goes in the back of it. So I might go with emphasis 2 there. And also, if you wanted to copy this entire thing, you can just go ahead and click on duplicate here, If you made a mistake, you can delete the entire section as well. Let's see what happens if we do make a mistake though. So I deleted this. Oops, there it is. Over here, you've got undo last action. So I can simply click on here and it'll bring it back again. And you should be able to go back a few actions in case you make a few mistakes. So that's pretty much the first page done. You've got the title, a welcome message, but it looks a little bit bland still, so maybe you want an image in here as well. So if you want an image, go ahead and click on images, and then again you can either upload your own, or you can search for them on Google. Go ahead and search cacao beans, as that's related to the chocolate company. And you can scroll down, you'll see there's quite a few images there you can choose. So I might choose this one and click select, and that image will go straight in there like that. When it comes to the image, you can obviously delete it or crop it or uncrop it or even hyperlink it to an external website as well. But if you click on the three dots, you can add a caption to the image, and I would encourage you to add captions to every image that you put into this website. So I'm going to go ahead and make up a caption here. I'm going to say cacao beans before production. And you would assume that I would have written about cacao beans in the introduction over here. Otherwise, it would be irrelevant. You can easily put another image in there as well. So click on images and then select another one, and it'll go straight in there as well. Now, you might think that it's a little bit bland having a white background. So again, click on selection background and choose whatever you like in there. All right, so already we've got a mistake over here. Let's go ahead and undo last action, put it back up there again. So you can see the home page is pretty much done already, and we're going to move on to the next part now. So going back into the Google Slides, we also need an About Us page. Include your ideas from task 3, questions 1 to 6, and a photo of yourself and a title. So let's have a look at how to create another page. We've got our home page now. Click on pages, and you can simply go ahead and add another page here. So I'll click add page, and this was meant to be an About Us page. So click done, and it just comes up straight away. So it's a brand new fresh page for us to work on. Now, obviously you want to call it About Us over here and About Us in the top title here as well. But you can obviously change this chocolate background. If you don't like it, change image. You can change the text up here as well if you'd like. But you know how to do that by now, so I won't waste any time doing that. Once you've got your page set up, you could even go ahead and create multiple pages right now. You want a brands page, spatial distribution page. So I'll show you that you can easily do that. Another page for brands. Another page for a spatial distribution. And these pages are just generating and creating themselves very, very quickly. So let's go back to About Us. Now, on the About Us page, it asks us to include your ideas from task 3, questions 1 to 6. So if we go back to task 3, we need to answer the questions, number 1, name of company, 2, number of brands, number of employees. I'm not going to answer all of those, but I'll show you how to insert more text boxes and make them look good. So back to insert, go to divider to make it look good. Insert a text box. Now, if there's a question and an answer to it, I would say you should separate the question and make it look a bit more emboldened. So I'm going to go subheading. And I'm going to go question 1, what is the brand name? I think it was something like that. And you'll see that you've got your question there. And then after that, click on another text box, and you can go ahead and answer it. Now, with an assessment, again, you could just write chocolate. You could write something like chocolate was inspired, or the name chocolate was inspired through the use of wordplay upon the words chocolate and lit. So obviously the more explanation, the more creative you are, the better your grades will be. So there's the first question answered. For the second question, go ahead, text box. Again, choose subheading, and then write down your second question here, and then follow that process until they're all done. And again, if you want to go ahead and make this look better, you can go to the symbol over here, emphasis, choose the palette over here. You might want to choose emphasis, and you'll see that it's already starting to look quite good with those effects there. So that is how you would, and it also asks you, I remember, to create a picture of yourself in here on the About Us page. So you can go ahead and upload your own image of yourself from your Google Drive, your album, and you would put a caption in there as well. But I showed you how to do that already, so that should be quite straightforward. So pretty much that's all you need to know to be successful with creating this web page and how to do it. Don't forget to go through all the questions of the tasks. So you follow this, answer these questions, and use the skills that I've shown you in this video to complete the website. Last few things before I exit this is you can go ahead and preview what your page will look like when you publish it. So if you click on the preview button here, this is exactly how the page will show up to other people. So you can make sure that all your elements are in line and it actually looks good. You could even click through the links here if you wanted to. So if I went back to my pages over here and clicked on home, I could go ahead and preview it, and you'll see what it looks like to someone else, or specifically your teacher when they grade it. So there it is. Now, the last thing you'll definitely need to do is publish this web page. So once you've created it all the pages are all done, you might, or you'll have to publish it. So click on publish and try and think of some sort of creative name to publish it with, because your teacher will want you to have something that is unique, so you can actually have your own Google site. So I'm pretty sure a story of chocolate probably doesn't exist anywhere, so I'm going to try my luck on that one. So anyone at AIS can see it, anyone on the web. I'm going to go ahead and say anyone on the web, doesn't really matter. You could try, and if you're feeling quite private about it, just go AIS, we can still mark it. But if you don't mind, just click on anyone on the web, so it might be easier for moderation purposes down the track. Go ahead and click publish, and the website should be up. Go ahead and click view, and now you have your own Google site. This particular hyperlink is what you'll share with your teacher, and they can go ahead now and click through all your different pages and mark you on it. Okay guys, that's all. I'll leave it at that, and if you have any questions, please make sure you either come and see me or see your geography teacher. Okay, bye for now.